Big brother, the sweet romantic, the maddest. It is just the fancy and the baddest. In the happy or you get to the song. Tell a lot of summer dank.
Now, instead these days somehow, let me the find them stop a chance who've been around the while. Warm air feels like it's for them, for us to love the toys, for them no way. Love and say name. I've had the sweet day. I both dear as heart. Both name, both singing that of the idea. But still the birds of the light is swarming for who for the teeth of the day. In the office sitting, glad did we in the marine so eating so gone. Maybe my never thought I find my tray and be found some sweet away. Dear my love, what need to say when I have the sweet awake? Oh. When you're at home, to my way, all the world beside my ray. I've them all praise, and you ought to give my bro, who's all their way. Do something today. I know they're putting wire and say, big fan, swaying chance, the glory goes to Walton, David, yours. I find my train. When the moonlight dances on the floor, oh honey, I can't help but adore your laughter, your eyes shining so bright. With every little thing, I'm yours tonight. The stars have aligned, love's guiding me. And darling, can't you see what you mean to me? I've brought you roses in the spring. A sweet melody will sing. Hold you close, never let go. Oh, love, don't you know? When the morning light kisses your face, every day's an endless warm embrace. The world outside fades into the blue. With every whispered love, I promise you to be your heart's eternity. You're the rhythm I so long to see. I brought you roses in the spring. A sweet melody will sing. Hold you close, never let go. Oh, love, don't you know? Through every season, every open door, I'll be the one that's always asking for more. In your arms I find my way. In your love I want to stay. I brought you roses in the spring. A sweet melody will sing. Hold you close, never let go. Oh, love, don't you know? The lights are low, the shadows grow. I hear whispers in the breeze. Your touch brings me to my knees. Love blooms like roses in the snow. This is the start of a brand new heart. together we belong. Our love is strong, our love is strong. This is the start, a brand new art. Together we belong. Our love is strong, our love is strong. We'll dance the night with dreams inside. Our love will guide us on. Together we belong. While love is strong, our love is strong. When the stars shine bright and the moon is casting low, you're the melody of night, guiding my heart down that old road. Oh, the doubt seems to vanish when you're holding me close. It's you I turn to when the world spins too fast. Your love pulls me through. In your arms I found my past. Through the highs and the lows, you're my rhythm and my blues. In your eyes my future shows a timeless love I can't refuse. With every beat we move and sing, together we find no muse. It's you I turn to when the world spins too fast. Your love pulls me through. In your arms I found my past. Swinging under bright city lights, with your love all feels right. Your song in my heart tonight, we're soaring like a kite. It's you I turn to when the world spins too fast. Your love pulls me through. In your arms I found my past. It's the right mood, the wrong night. Your eyes are shining, they're the wrong light. It's not his light, but they're warm and bright. It's sweet serendipity. In the swing of the moment we dance. Wrong time, wrong place, yet a chance. With every step we find romance. It's sweet serendipity. It's the right tune, the wrong band. Your voice is thrilling, it's the wrong hand. It's not his hand, but what a hand. It's sweet serendipity. In the swing of the moment we dance. Wrong time, wrong place, yet a chance. With every step we find romance. It's sweet serendipity.
whirling in a dream under the moon. The night is young, so are we. We hold on tight, caught in a tune. Loving wrong feels so right here with me. In the swing of the moment we dance, wrong time, wrong place, yet a chance. With every step we find romance is sweet serendipity.
In the glow of night, stars glittering bright, whisper softly, cast me the light. Hold me close, let the world fade away. In the sweet and gentle sway, we dance, we play. Hearts alight like the moon in the sky. In this jazzy rhythm, let our spirits fly. All are wrapped in melody. With every swing and dip, you set me free. Let's dance this tango, you and me, forever in harmony, eternally. And the pulsing beat my heart's fresh sounds of with elbows embrace. Through every note, our passion ignites. In the dark candles, our souls take flight. Step by step, we find our way in this social mantrament. What may all wrapped in melody. With every swing and dip, you set me free. Let's dance this tango, you and me, forever in harmony, eternally. Hear the trumpets play, feel the gospel sway. In this love so grand, we find our way. With voices raised high, our spirits soar. In this jazz of love forevermore. Wrapped in melody, with every swing and dip, you set me free. Let's dance this tango, you and me, forever in harmony, eternally.
Darling, hold me close tonight. Feel the rhythm, hold me tight. Swing me round the room, oh my. With you, darling, I can fly.
In your arms it feels so right. Love's melody in the moonlight. Can you hear my heart sing? Swinging in this love so sweet. You're the music in our dreams. Love's a dance beneath our feet. Whisper softly, tender tune, while we sway beneath the moon. In your eyes the stars align. Every beat a sign divine. In this dance our hearts expand. Can you hear my heart sing? Swinging in this love so sweet. Love's a dance beneath our feet. Together in harmony, your love sets my spirit free. With the grace so heavenly, you're the song my heart will be.
Can you hear my heart sing?
Swinging in this love so sweet. You're the music in my dreams. Love's a dance that's beneath our feet. Call me in the moonlight. Call me swing inside. Call me with that sweet night. Call me closer and dance with me now. Call me in the moonlight. You're my rhythm. I'm swaying and dance with me now. You're my rhythm. Whisper 'neath the starlight with bird jazz delight. Whisper in this soft night. Whisper, darling, and dream with me here. Whisper 'neath the starlight. You're my rhythm. I'm swaying and dance with me now. You're my rhythm. Hold me tight, the world spins. Love's a melody. As the band plays our song together endlessly. You're my rhythm. I'm swaying and dance with me now. You're my rhythm. Love's my reason, love's my drive, darling. Oh, I'm good with you, wrapped in warmth of endless jive. A queen, my heart stays true, darling. Oh, I'm good with you. I bought you satin, silk, and pearls, a sweet melody it twirls. What makes my heart skip a beat? Darling, darling, hear my loving feet. Every whisper, every glance drifts like soft moonlit song, held in this romantic dance. In your arms where I belong, oh, darling, oh, I'm good. I bought you satin, silk, and pearls, a sweet melody it swirls. What makes my heart skip a beat? Darling, hear my loving feet. Stars align for me and you. In this world, just us two. Every note sings with strong
From Nashville, Tennessee, Prince Albert, the world's most popular smoking tobacco, brings you the South's most popular program, the Grand Ole Opry.
Got my sunny shoes on, got my hair slicked down, having a big time tonight. Can of good Prince Albert, boys are pleasure bound, having a big time tonight. Going to the hoedown in my Sunday clothes, having a big time tonight. Gonna still be dancing when the rooster crows, having a big time tonight.
Yes, it's the Grand Ole Opry. The same program with the same people you've been listening to for the past 14 years. Only tonight it's different because we're starting on a network of stations that reaches all the way from the Mexican border to the mountains of Virginia. We are mighty proud and happy to be on this network, and we are mighty proud of our sponsor, the people who make Prince Albert smoking tobacco. And now, friends, here is George Hay, the solemn old judge, our master of ceremonies.
Thank you, David. Thank you. And hello, everybody. Here we are with our show, ready to ride right down the middle of the road for our friends and neighbors throughout America. The Grand Ole Opry House is packed, and we're ready to start the shindig. Roy Acuff and his Smoky Mountain Boys lead off with that good old breakdown. Ida Red, let it go, Roy.
Ida Red, she ain't no fool, she tried to put saddle on a humpback mule. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red. Ida Red, Ida Green, the prettiest girl I ever seen. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red. Ida Red, Ida Blue, I'm in love with Ida too. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red.
Thank you, Roy. That's swell. Off to a great big start on the Grand Ole Opry. And now we introduce our good friend and partner, David Stone, who has some mighty good news for us. All right, David?
Men, if you're interested in facts about smoking tobacco, you'll be glad to hear these results of a series of impartial tobacco tests recently made by a group of laboratory experts. They wanted to know about cool smoking. 31 brands of smoking tobacco were tested in automatic smoking and heat registering machines. The winner, Prince Albert. Yes, Prince Albert burned 86 degrees cooler than the average of the 30 other of the largest selling brands tested. Coolest of all. Prince Albert smokes so rich, so tasty, yet so mild and mellow, thanks to PA's choice of tobaccos, the famous crimp cut and the no-bite process. You like Prince Albert, the national joy smoke.
Thank you, David. And here we are with our senator from the Cannon County Hills, Uncle Dave, making the Dixie Dewdrop with his plug hat. Gold teeth, chin whiskers, whole horse and buggy hitched up outside, and Doris is right here with him. This first tune will be Cannon County Hills. All right, Uncle Dave, it's all yours.
Cannon County mountains, they have sweet and flowing fountains. On every hill they have a still. Yeah! Bright lights on Broadway, the sunshine down in Dixie. They have moonshine in the Cannon County hills. Oh, all those hills are those beautiful hills. They have moonshine in the Cannon County hills. Oh, bright lights on Broadway, the sunshine down in Dixie. running around in his tin lizzie. Of course he has a duty to fulfill. But listen and remember, 100 years from next November, they'll have moonshine in the Gannon County Hills. Oh, those hills, those beautiful hills, they'll have moonshine in the Gannon County Hills. With bright lights on Broadway, the sunshine down in Dixie, they'll have moonshine in the Gannon County Hills. Crazy old election, of course we need protection for all denominations to fulfill. But the captains never hollered and moonshine won't be bothered. They'll have moonshine in the Gannon County. Oh, those hills, those beautiful hills, they'll have moonshine in the Gannon County hills. We'll find lights on Broadway, the sunshine down in Dixie. They'll have moonshine in the Gannon County hills.
Thank you, Uncle Dave. That's swell. Have a seat now and make seven home because we're going to call on those fruit jar drinkers. Grandpappy George Wilkerson and his old-time band. They're going to cut a cord of wood right out here, right out in the middle. And it's, look out, up jumped old man Trouble himself. Let it go. Introduce our little mascot, D. Ford Bailey, with his harmonica, and he's got those choo-choo blues ready. Take off, D. Ford. Thank you, D. Ford. Thank you. The Grand Ole Opry. We have a few messages here, one from our good friend, Governor Prentice Cooper of Tennessee. Dated Jacksonville, Florida. The governor says, I am listening tonight in Jacksonville, Florida to WSM's friendly and entertaining program that we of Tennessee have enjoyed for many years, the Grand Ole Opry. I am glad that this Saturday night program of old-fashioned Southern music will be enjoyed by the folks of so many other states through the medium of the National Broadcasting Company Network, covering states from Virginia to Texas. Signed, Prentice Cooper. Governor, we thank you so much for that message, and we're going to do our best for you. David, how about it? Have you got another one over there?
Judge, we have a nice message right here from Hollywood, California, America's cowboy number one. It says, congratulations to the WSM Grand Ole Opry on its initial NBC network broadcast. It is one of my favorite programs, and I'm looking forward with much pleasure to members of this program coming to Hollywood to appear with me in the Republic picture titled Grand Ole Opry. Regards from Gene Autry.
Gene, that's swell. We sure do appreciate it, and we'll be out there whenever you get ready for us, my friend. And now here's one from Washington, D.C. Glory be, Grand Ole Opry has at last found its place in the sun, and mark me words, brethren, she'll stay there. Luther Patrick, Congressman from Birmingham, Alabama. Mr. Patrick, we certainly appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're going to stay right in there and pitch. Yes, we are. Now, we hear from Roy Acuff and his Smoky Mountain Boys, one of the most popular numbers we ever presented on this Grand Ole Opry, The Great Speckled Bird. All right.
What a beautiful thought I am thinking concerning a great speckled bird. Remember, her name is recorded on the pages of God's holy word, desiring to lower her standard. They watch every move that she makes. They long to find fault with her teaching, but really they find no mistake. I am glad I have learned of her meekness. I am proud that my name is on her book, for I want to be one never fearing the face of my Savior's true love. When he cometh descending from heaven on the clouds as he rides in his word, I'll be joyfully carried to meet him on the wings of that great speckled bird.
That's fine, Roy. Thank you so much. That was Roy Acuff with his famous number, The Speckled Bird. And now we're going to call on our good friend David Stone for some more news about Prince Albert. All right, David?
Thank you, Judge. You enjoy cooler smoking with PA. Prince Albert is crimp cut and made under the famous no-bite process. Quality tobaccos and special methods of manufacture are your protection from the irritation and the discomforts of excess smoking. There's no parching bite with Prince Albert. Because Prince Albert smokes so cool, you enjoy all of the rich, full body and fragrance of PA's choice tobaccos. Know the smoke joy and comfort of Prince Albert pleasure in every smoke. It's the world's most popular smoking tobacco. Try Prince Albert tomorrow.
Thank you, David. We continue with our Grand Ole Opry by presenting Uncle Dave Macon, the Dixie Dewdrop, and this time it'll be one of his favorite numbers, Nobody's Darling But Mine. All right, Uncle Dave?
Come sit by my side, dear old darling. Come lay your cool hand on my brow. Promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. I'd rather be some old man's darling than a young girl that no young man knows. Goodbye, goodbye, dear old darling. I'm leaving this whole world behind. Promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine.
That's fine. That's swell, Uncle Dave. Thank you a lot. Thank you. And now those fruit jar drinkers again, Grandpappy George Wilkerson and the old time band. Old Joe Clark, front and center. Let him go, Okay. Come on out here, little D4. Wake up here. Come on out here, son. My goodness sakes alive. D4 Bailey, and it'll be his famous fox chase. All right, D4.
Hey, take it. Yeah, yeah. Hey, catch it. Take it. Hey, take it. Yeah, yeah. Hey, catch it. Help, help, help. Hey, get it. Hey, take it. Catch it. Hey, get it.
Good. Okay there, D. Ford. Okay, thanks a lot. David, we have a couple more messages there, haven't we?
We certainly have, Judge. Another telegram from Hollywood, California. Wish you all the success in the world with your new network program starting tonight. May the Grand Ole Opry live for years and years. It's from Republic Productions Incorporated. And here's one, Judge, from Austin, Texas. Having listened to the Grand Ole Opry ever since the day of earphones and have been able to enjoy it as a common citizen and equally as much now in the governor's mansion, it is glad news indeed to learn that you are going NBC, so the WBAP in Fort Worth can broadcast same. Stop. I hope when you go NBC that you do not go high-hat, but that you retain the traditional dignity of the Grand Ole Opry, which has so long touched the hearts of millions of us common citizens. It's signed W. Lee O'Daniel, Governor of Texas.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you. You needn't worry about our hat getting too tall, friend. We're going to keep it just like it is and be lucky to keep it on, in fact. We have one here from Sergeant Alvin C. York of Jamestown, Tennessee, congratulations on your first night on the network covering our great Southland. The Grand Ole Opry has been so much enjoyed for so many years and has now become a password in almost every home. Sergeant, we certainly do thank you for that. And here's one from Washington, D.C. Hearty congratulations on your opportunity to serve a greatly enlarged audience. All of those who have a part in the Grand Ole Opry program have my very best wishes. Signed, Albert B. Chandler, United States Senator from Kentucky. Senator, we certainly do thank you. We certainly do, and appreciate your thoughtfulness, and we're going to stay right in there and pitch. Now, friends, we introduce Roy Acuff and his Smoky Mountain Boys, but little Rachel will be out there ahead of the boys with her brother Oswald, Rachel and Oswald, and it'll be John Henry. All right, Rachel, let her go.
John Henry was a little boy, sitting on his papa's knee. He looked up at his papa and his feet. The hammer beer and cornbread, Lord, Lord, hammer beer and cornbread. John Henry hammered in the mountain till his hammer caught on fire. Like when I heard John Henry say, "Girl, do you wanna go down, Lord, Lord? Girl, do you wanna go John Henry told his nephew, said, "Man ain't nothing but a man, but this what we are is not a big thing. All out is the hammer in my hand, Lord, Lord. Out is the hammer in my hand."
Wait a minute. Atta boy, Rachel. Roy. Rachel's kind of around here, isn't she?
She's all right,
Yes,
Judge.
yes. Well, say, that called for another little tune. Now, gather the boys around, those
All right, then.
Smoky Mountain boys, and let's call old Rattler from the barn. Let her go.
A raccoon's got a bushy tail, a possum it is bare. A rabbit's got no tail at all, with a little bunch of hair. Call a rattler from the barn, here, rattler, here. Call a rattler from the barn, here, rattler, here. Possum in a cinnamon tree, raccoon on the ground. The raccoon says, "You son of a gun, shake him cinnamon sound." Call a rattler from the barn, here, rattler, here. Call a rattler from the barn, here, rattler, here.
Good, thank you. Now, come on out here, Uncle Dave, will you please? Let's have that way out on the mountain. Come on, get going here. Get in gear now. Are you ready? Let her go.
Yes, sir. I packed my grandpa with sisters to the Jingle Bad Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to dine to the land of the sky.
Where?
We out on the mountain.
What'll you leave?
Stretch yourself.
What'll you leave? What'll you leave? What'll you leave? Come on with it.
Where the whippoorwill sing me to sleep at night.
Ain't that lovely?
And the eagle roost on the rock.
I scared him off.
I feast on the meat and honey so sweet.
Where?
We out on the mountain. Down in my Sunday clothes.
Gonna have a time tonight. Yeah. Gonna have a hot time tonight.
Thank you, Uncle Dave. And now, D. Ford, let's have a little bit of those evening prayer blues. So sad and lonesome. Keep it up, you're doing fine, D. Ford. Keep it up, you're doing fine. And now, D. Ford, come here. Let's have another little hot tune, a little touch of that Memphis blues. Let it go, boy. Thank you, D. Ford. Thank you. And now, friends, let's gather round for the good night tune here on the Grand Ole Opry. Gather round, boys. Gather round. But before you do get too close here, I think we better call on Brother Dave Stone for some good news. All right, David. I didn't
Thank
mean
you,
to
Judge.
forget you. I sure didn't.
Right here. Just imagine what a difference cooler burning can make in testing for better smoking. Cooler smoking plus a difference in mildness, in aroma, and in grand taste. In fact, all along the line. Well, that's what cooler burning Prince Albert means. Details of how science has determined this was announced on this program earlier in the evening. The secret of this remarkable coolness is in PA's choice rich tobaccos, in PA's famous crimp cut and no-bite process. And here's a hint for all of you Macon smokers, too. See for yourself how rich, how tasty, yet how cool and mild PA really is in Roll Your Own cigarettes. You'll find Prince Albert rolls up easier, faster, and neater, too. There are around 70 fine Roll Your Own cigarettes in every handy tin of Prince Albert. Remember, PA is the national joy smoke. There's no other tobacco like it.
All right, boys, let's go. Come on. Well, friends, it's just about quitting time on the Grand Ole Opry. We appreciate this opportunity to be on the NBC network, and we'll be looking for you to listen in at this same time, same stations, next week at this time. All right, boys.
And here's another thing to remember for your radio entertainment. Monday night, tune in Blondie, the adventures of that famous comic strip couple, Blondie and Dagwood Bumstead. Tuesday night, listen to Bob Crosby and the best Dixieland band in the land with Helen Ward and Johnny Mercer. And Saturday night, there are two great programs for your entertainment, Benny Goodman and the Grand Ole Opry. And all during the week, for your smoking enjoyment, it's Prince Albert, the National Joy Smoke.
The weatherman going all the way with the participants and the fans who are here for the final game of the World Series. High blue sky with some very light fleecy clouds up above. Strong wind blowing from left to right field. And that right field line today will be the target for the Braves and the Yankees. The seventh game of the World Series is actually the point of no return for New York or Milwaukee. And so all that has gone before is today old news. To manipulate a phrase, into the valley of the 60,000 plus, into the shadows of the house that Ruth built, will ride the great champions of the National League, the Braves, and the defending world champions and American League title holders, the New York Yankees. Fans are bustling and they're really moving around. There's a great excitement, naturally, whenever you come to the concluding game of the World Series. Everything is being based on one delivery, one swing of the bat, and so today everything is resting on this, the seventh game of the World Series. The lineups now for today's game, which may turn out to be the most important lineups that either manager Fred Haney or Casey Stengel have assembled in this great year of 1957, are being announced to the fans here assembled. And so now, in order to pass along to you exactly what everybody here is learning, here are the lineups for the Milwaukee Braves visiting Yankee Stadium. Bob Hazel will be in right field. This fine youngster, who is hopeful of doing something big to help his team today, as he did during the regular season when he came up to help them, is certainly trying and will be trying, as will all of the lads, to do his very best for his ball club. Hazel has been up 9 times. He has not had a base hit. He'll be in right field. Johnny Logan will be at shortstop, and he will bat second. Eddie Matthews will bat third and will play third. Hank Aaron will bat fourth and play center field. Wes Covington will be in left field, and he has made some of the great catches in the annals of the World Series play. Frank Torrey, the youngster from Brooklyn, New York, will be at first base for the Braves, and he will bat sixth. Felix the Cat Mantilla, still playing at second base in place of the injured Red Chambers, will be at second base, and he will bat seventh. Del Crandall will do the catching, and he will bat eighth. And Lou Burdett, who has pitched 2 complete games in this, the 1957 World Series, will be working today to help his Milwaukee Braves. And if he is able to do it, he will step into the annals of World Series history. In the 2 games that Burdett has worked, in a total of 18 innings, he's given up only 14 hits. He has allowed 2 earned runs, one of them coming on a home run. He's given up 3 bases on balls, and he struck out 10, and his earned run average for the World Series is 1 run. For the New York Yankees, there's big news for the Yankee fans today. Hank Bauer leading off and will play right field. Keenan Slaughter will bat second and will be in left field. And Mickey Mantle will be back in the lineup, and he's playing center field. Yogi Berra will bat fourth and do the catching. Joe McDougall will be at shortstop, and he will bat fifth. Tony Kubek will move in from center field to third base. Jerry Coleman will bat seventh, and he'll be at second base. And Joe Collins, who takes particular pride in taking a surveyor's slant down that right field line against right-hand pitchers, will be at first base, and he will bat in the number 8 spot for New York. John Larson, who entered baseball's one-in-a-lifetime last year in the World Series with a perfect game, who has won a game in relief this year, will go to the mound for the Yankees. Larson worked up in Milwaukee. He worked 7 1/3 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run, 4 bases on balls, 4 strikeouts, and his earned run average is 2.45. Well, the Yankees are moving on to their positions, and we're waiting now as the first batter for the Milwaukee Braves Bob Hazel, standing off to his left, waits for Don Larson to come out and start taking his warm-up tosses. Umpire Bill McKinley of the American League will work back at the plate. At first base will be Augie Donatelli. Joe Paparella of the American League will be at second base. And from the National League, Jocko Conlon will be at third. Down the right field line will be Nestor Charlock of the American League, and Frank Sikori of the National League will be down the left field line. Again, we'd like to remind you, only in the interest of reporting, that there is a good strong breeze blowing out towards right field, and it's just 296 feet, remember, down that right field line. And we have two right-handers going today. So we're just about seconds away now from the first pitch of the final game of the World Series. And as Bob Hazel stands out there, he's been moved to the leadoff spot in the Milwaukee lineup. We're all set to go. So now ready to take you through the first 4.5 innings of this, the final game of the World Series in 1957. The young man from Milwaukee, Earl Gillespie. Well, thank you very much, Bob Neal, and good afternoon, everybody. You know, Bob, as we look down on this beautiful diamond here at Yankee Stadium, it's with a touch of sadness that we realize that this is the last baseball game of the 1957 season. It's been a thriller all the way. Good races in the American and the National Leagues. And after 160 games, this one's going to decide the World Championship. Milwaukee will send up Bob Hazel as manager Brett Haney goes to a shift in his batting order. Hazel, who had been batting down in the number 7 spot, has been moved up to the leadoff position. He'll be followed by Johnny Logan and then third baseman Eddie Matthews. A big fast-balling right-hander who entered baseball's Hall of Fame with a crash last year with a brilliant, perfect no-hitter against the Brooklyn Dodgers in the Fall Classic. Don Larson, 6 feet 4, 228 pounds, 28 years old. One victory so far in the series. Here is the wind-up of left-handed batter. Strike one is called. This game is underway. Boy, and believe you me, the Blue Chips are down today in the Major Leagues. Bob Hazel is looking for his first base hit of the series. He's been up 9 times. Larson delivers, the curve swung on. Here is a line foul down the right field line. Turns off the railing in front of the box seats. It's picked up down the right field line by Nestor Charlock of the American League, who is working on the right field foul line. Frank Sikori down the left field line. 1-2 count on Bob Hazel. Manager Brett Haney has Connie Ryan coaching at third base. Johnny Riddle is down at first base. Larson ready, delivers. Fastball, swing on this, quick 3, struck him out. So there is strikeout number 1 for Don Larson. Brings up shortstop Johnny Logan, who has sparkled defensively in the series. And his bat spoke out loudly in Sunday's game at County Stadium when he doubled on the left field line in the 10th inning to drive in the tying run, making the score at that time 5-5. Johnny Logan, 4 hits, 22 times at bat, right-handed swinger, and there's a ground ball to the third baseman, Tony Kubek. Here's the throw. He is out, and that's 2 away. 2 up, 2 down in the first inning. The batter is third baseman Eddie Matthews. Eddie with 4 base hits and 18 at-bats is hitting at 222, 2 doubles, 1 home run, 2 runs batted in. A left-handed swinger, 2 outs, nobody on base, the first inning of play. Don Larson gets his sign from Yogi Berra. Here is the pitch, and Matthews looks at a strike is called on the upside corner above the knees. Larson, like his teammate Bob Turley, goes without a windup. So, as we mentioned yesterday, the Milwaukee hitters have to be ready up there at the plate. And he strike 2 is on the left side corner knee high, and Matthews finds himself in the hole. Strike 2 count. The Braves, 25-year-old third baseman, who has been one of the great stars in the National League. Strike 2 count. Henry Aaron on deck. And here's strike 3. He is called out. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base to score at the end of the top half of the first inning. Milwaukee nothing. The Yankees coming to bat. In the last half of the first inning, the New York Yankees send up Hank Bauer, Enos Slaughter, and Mickey Mantle. In the outfield for Milwaukee, Wes Covington is in left. Henry Aaron in center field, Bob Hazel in right field. Eddie Matthews at third base, Johnny Logan at short, Felix Mantilla at second base, and Frank Torrey at first base. Lou Burdett coming back with only 2 days left on the mound, and Del Crandall is doing the catching. Burdett pitched a brilliant ball game, besting Whitey Ford last Monday, 1-0 at Milwaukee County Stadium. He has 2 victories in the series. He won the second game of the series, 4-2, here at Yankee Stadium. He has held the Yankees scoreless for 15 consecutive innings. Hank Bauer, right-handed batter, one of the heroes yesterday, who lined a home run off relief for Ernie Johnson in the 7th inning to win the game 3-2. Bauer, strong right-handed batter. The first pitch swung on a chopper that is a fair ball. Left field line, extra bases. Here's Bauer winging in the second base. The thrower swing into the shortstop, and he pulls up at second. That was just a fair ball, bouncing on the line. A double for Hank Bauer, and he now has hit safely in the last 14 consecutive World Series games, establishing a new World Series record. Hank Bauer. Now the Yankees have a runner in scoring position on second base. Nobody is out. The batter, left fielder, Enos Slaughter. Slaughter with 3 hits and 8 trips, batting at .375. 1 double, no RBI. The outfielder playing around towards left as he takes quick one to the outside corner knee high. Left-hander Warren Spahn, who just 2 days ago was down in bed with a 104-degree temperature, is boosting up on the left center field bullpen for the Braves. That temperature returned to normal yesterday. He had a case of the grip. The right-hander Burdette delivers. The pitch is bunted out in front behind the plate. A foul ball, and it's strike 2. So far in the 6 games, the plate attendance has been 333,505. And veteran scribes who have covered World Series for a good many years have said that this has been one of the most exciting, interesting series in the last decade. Only one lopsided score, that was registered by the Yankees in that 12-3 victory last Saturday afternoon. Strike 2 count. Runner on second base, nobody out. Burdette delivers a swing and a roller foul down that third base side, and it's still strike 2. Frank Crissetti is coaching at third base. Charlie Keller at first base. A strike 2 count on Slaughter. And on deck, one of the great stars in the national pastime, Mickey Mantle, returning to active duty, injured his shoulder last Saturday in Milwaukee. Into the stretch goes Burdette. He delivers, and it's outside, ball 1. Ball 1 and strike 2. This series is even in home runs. The Yankees have 7, and the Braves have 7. Defensively, the Braves are quick to drop 10 double plays, the Yankees 4. Henry Aaron is shading Slaughter around towards left center. The infield is straight away. Hank Bauer on second base, nobody out. The 1-2 pitch, and there's a swing and a ground ball stab. They have the runner trapped now between second and third. They're running it back towards second base. Matthews slips to Logan. Logan to Burdette. Burdette back, and he is safe. And the Yankees have two runners on second base. Burdette threw to Johnny Logan, a missed the tag of Hank Bauer. And Enos Slaughter went sliding into second base. And for a moment, we thought the Braves were playing the old Brooklyn Dodgers. As there are 2 Yankees on second base. Logan tagged both runners, but second base belonged to Hank Bauer, and Slaughter is out. So that'll be a fielder's choice. And once again, a Yankee base runner evaded a tag in a crucial play at second base, just as a Yankee runner did yesterday. But there is 1 man out. Runner on second base. Here is center fielder Mickey Mantle, batting left-handed against the right-hander Lou Burdette. Mantle batting at .267. The first pitch to Mickey is outside a ball. Ball 1 and no strikes. That play is scored, if you score by numbers at home, 1-6-5-6-1-6. Burdette to Logan to Matthews. To Logan to Burdette to Logan. And no strikes on Mickey Mantle. On deck is catcher Yogi Berra. The Yankees with Bauer on second base. 1 out. Last half of the first inning, no score. Already a lot of excitement of this deciding game of the 1957 World Series. Mickey Mantle steps out of the batter's box. He has been hampered by a very sore right shoulder. Lou Burdette has the sign, delivers, and here's a swing of it. Ball one and strike one, and that swing has given Yankee fans thrills now for a few years. Struck at the shoulders by Mickey Mantle. Mickey was quoted as saying that his leg feels fine. That was his main concern starting the series. His left leg. The 1-1 pitch, and it's just outside, ball two. Hank Bauer led off with a ground double just on the line down the left field side. Slaughter out on a fielder's choice, more or less, as they made the first play on Hank Bauer, having trapped Bauer between second and third, and they start ground ball back to Burdette. Ball two and a strike one count. Bauer takes the big lead off second base. One man is out, the pitch, and Mantle swings hard. Misses, strike two. Ball two and a strike two count. Ball two and strike two. Lou Burdette, who during the National League campaign chalked up 17 victories against 9 defeats. 30-year-old right-hander, 6'2", 180 pounds, and soon he'll be enjoying the sunshine down in Sarasota, Florida, where he makes his home during the off-season. 2-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball, stabbed by Burdette. He's ready to throw to first base. Mantle is out, and Bauer holds up at second. High jumper. Lou Burdette leaping high, came down with the baseball. So there are 2 outs. And a Yankee runner is still on second base as the catcher Yogi Berra moves up towards home plate. Yogi Berra, who year in and year out has proved a clutch performer in the postseason classic. Yesterday proved wise, one of the third left-handed batters in the American League. And he's proving it right now as they look like they're going to walk him intentionally. They are. Yogi Berra conceding an intentional walk. This will bring up shortstop Joe McDougal. First base is open, and Burdette would rather face the right-handed batting shortstop of New York. Here's ball 3 outside. Yogi Berra yesterday got his first extra base hit of the series. And as far as the Yankees were concerned, it was a really big one, a 2-run blast to the right field seats. Ball 4 to Berra. The first walk given up by Burdette. This an intentional walk. And the Yankees have runners on first and second base with 2 outs. No score the last half of the first inning. Shortstop Joe McDougal batting .250. 5 hits in 20 trips. No extra base hits, 2 RBIs. And Gill is up there with teammates Hank Bauer at second base, Yogi Berra at first base. The Braves outfield playing around towards left. The infield is straight away. Burdette delivers. The pitch is inside. Ball 1. Ball 1 and no strikes. McDougal steps away from home plate. That incidentally was the first intentional walk of this series. Ball 1 and no strikes. Burdette taking his time. Every pitch is so very important this afternoon. The pitch to McDougal, and it's in close. Ball 2, 2-0. Rookie third baseman Tony Kubek, who has proved the most versatile star in the series, has played left. He has played center. Today he's playing third base. New baseball goes out to Lou Burdette. Lou turning around, showing us that red number 33 on the back of his gray uniform.
All right, Gil.
He's in trouble here in the last half of the first. And he's trying to rise to the occasion. Yankee runners on first and second. 2 outs, Joe McDougal, tough clutch ball player, has called the time. Now he is set on the batter's box. Burdette takes a deep breath. Up on the rubber, into the stretch, arms down, delivers. And quick one is caught on the inside corner of the knees. Ball 2, strike 1. Again, Gil McDougal walks out of the batter's box. He's in a tough spot here, trying to deliver right now for Casey Stengel of the Yankees and the Yankee fans across the nation. Burdette checking with Del Crandall. Ball 2, strike 1, the pitch on the way, and it's ball 3, low and outside, and a bat that now loads him up. And brings up Tony Kubek. Ball 3 and strike 1. Beautiful day out here at Yankee Stadium. The temperature is 65 degrees. The wind is blowing out towards the inviting right field seats. Ball 3, strike 1. On Gil McDougall. Fowler leads off second. Farrell leads off first. 3-1 pitch. Swung on a high infield fly. Eddie Matthews moving down the third base line, getting out of his ball. Makes the catch and that retires the side. Good pitching by Lou Burdett. In the last out of the first inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. At the end of the first inning, the score: the Yankees nothing, the Braves nothing. Henry Aaron leads off on Milwaukee in the second. Aaron, Covington, and Torrey to face the right-hander Don Larson. Aaron, one of the hitting stars of the series, has 9 hits and 23 at-bats. He's hitting at .391, 1 triple, 3 home runs, 5 runs batted in. While talking with Hank Power down around the batting cage this morning, Hank said, boy, that Aaron really has great wrist power, doesn't he, Earl? He was speaking mainly, of course, of a home run yesterday into the bullpen in deep left center field. And a fastball is in close. It's ball 1 and no strikes. Barr was telling me that not too many baseballs find their way into that bullpen out there. It's 402 feet from the plate. The pitch curve is a strike call, outside corner around the knees, and it's even up on Aaron. It's ball 1 and strike 1. Henry Aaron, right-handed batter. And a time is called by the umpire. Bill McKinley is calling for the baseball to look it over. Aaron, who was born February 5th, 1934. 23-year-old outfielder. Started the season in right field. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's in close, ball 2. He was shifted to center field after the collision involving Billy Bruton and Felix Mantilla on a high pop-up at Pittsburgh's Forbes Field midway through the 57th season. As they swing and they loop in the left field, coming in fast, here's Slaughter. It's in for the base hit. Henry Aaron rounds the bag at first base and holds up. And Henry becomes the first player in the series to come up with that 10th base hit. A single to left. And it brings up the left fielder, Wes Covington. And they just announced that Henry Aaron has hit safely in all 7 games. Now here's Wes Covington, a left-handed batter. He takes the ball to throw. Wes, after getting off to a flying start in the first 2 games with 4 base hits, has gone hitless since. He now has 4 for 21, batting .190, 1 double, and 1 run batted in. He's up there with teammate Henry Aaron at first base. Nobody out, and a strike is called on the outside corner as Larson is keeping that ball low on the base. Ball 1 is strike 1. First baseman Frank Torrey follows Covington in the batting order. Strike 1, no score, second inning. Aaron on first base for the base hit. Wes Covington, who possesses good power, has not been able to catch a hold of a long one so far in the series. He's going to bunt it down the first base line. A beauty picked up by Larson. He tosses to Joe Collins for a play at first base, and there is a fine sacrifice. Covington squared around to that batter's box at the last second and bunted one between the mound and first base, moving Henry Aaron to second base. That play is scored 1-3. Brings up first baseman Frank Torrey, who's been up 8 times and has 3 hits. 2 of his 3 hits home runs and long drives. 1 at Milwaukee, 1 here at Yankee Stadium. Riddle going through some signs down in that first base coaching box. Into the stretch goes Don Larson. The pitch to the left-handed batter is a curve that breaks low inside, and that's ball one. Connie Ryan usually gives out the Milwaukee signs. Now Connie is in the front end of the coach's box. Sometimes that's a sign where the coach is standing in the box. Runner on second base. One man is out. The outfield playing around to the right. The pitch is a curve low inside. Ball two. Braves' first scoring opportunity. They were 3 up, 3 down in the first inning as Don Larson registered a couple of strikeouts with Bob Hazel and Eddie Matthews. And with a leadoff single has moved to second base in a sacrifice by Wes Covington. Ball 2, no strikes on Torrey, and ball 3 is low inside at 3-0. Larson is being very careful with the left-handed batter with the right-handed swinger, Felix Mantilla on deck. No score. Braves batting in the second. Jerry Coleman playing deep at second base, standing on the edge of the outfield grass. 3-0 pitch, and ball 4 is outside. Now that very well could have been an intentional walk, as he did not come near that plate, hoping to have Torrey go after a bad pitch. The Yankee bullpen active as a right-hander, Tom Sturdivant, and a southpaw, Whitey Ford, begin cranking up their arms. Felix Mantilla, right-handed batter, hitless in the series, nothing for 6. Runners on first and second base. One man is out. The curve is a called strike. That one caught the outside corner, knee high. Mantilla is a tall, slim hitter. Only packs about 150 pounds. Don Larson looks him over, delivers. The curve is outside. He was going to swing, held up. The ball bounces in front of the plate. Yogi Berra scrambling. Picked up that ball with Milwaukee runners holding on at first and second. Felix Mantilla is listed at 160 pounds. He's tall at 6'1". From Isabela, Puerto Rico. He's a youngster who has been brought up through the Braves farm system and was a teammate of Henry Aaron a few years ago down in Jacksonville, Florida. 23 years old. And he has proved a valuable utility man for Fred Haney as he has played 3 positions in the infield, third, short, and second base. Playing second today in place of the injured Red Cheney. Right-handed batter, the 1-1 pitch, swung on a fly ball deep in the left field. This is sending Slaughter back on the run. He's backpedaling. He's waiting for it. Makes the catch. Aaron tags at second base, going to third, and the throw goes into second base. Long fly ball deep to left off the bat of Felix Mantilla. Deep enough to allow Aaron to tag at second base and go to third. So there are 2 outs. And the Braves now have runners on first and third base. Whitey Ford has taken a seat on the bullpen bench and is placed out there as the second by Bobby Stentz. So it's the left-hander Stentz, the right-hander Sturdivant. Warming up for old Casey Stengel. Runners on first and third base. Del Crandall, right-handed batter, and he takes strike 1. Fastball forward him there, knee high. Crandall has 2 hits and 15 at-bats. That figures out to a 133 batting average. No extra base hits, no runs batted in. Crandall batting with runners on first and third base. 2 outs. Don Larson fires away, and it's just outside a ball. It's even up. Ball 1 and strike 1. Ball 1, strike 1. Larson, who had 10 victories against 40 defeats during the American League campaign, delivered way outside. Ball 2. The pitcher Lubert, that is due to hit next. On deck, it's the leadoff man, right fielder Bob Hazel. One of the most interesting things to me in the series, being with the National League Milwaukee Braves during the season, has been listening and talking with one of the great managers of our time, Casey Stengel. The only time we see Casey is down at spring training. 2-1 pitch. Swung on a ground ball to the third baseman's left. Picks it up, throws to second base. Force play retires the side. Crandall forcing Corey at second base. Tony Kubek to Jerry Coleman. No runs, one hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. For the second, Tony Kubek, Jerry Coleman, and Joe Collins. First 3 men to face right-hander Lou Burdett. In runs scored in the series, with the series tied 3 games apiece, the Yankees have scored 25, the Braves have scored 18. Except for that 12-3 game at Saturday, they have been close games, decided by no more than 2 runs. The Yankees took the first one, 3-1. The Braves the second game, 4-2. Then it was Yankees 12-3. The Braves 7-5 in 10 innings. 1-0 Braves on Monday, and yesterday 3-2 Yankees. A great series here in 1957. Tony Kubek, left-handed batter. Tony with 7 hits and 24 times at bat, hitting .292. And Burdett comes down with the first pitch. It's a ball outside. Pitch broke away from the southpaw hitter. Kubek has 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in. Ball 1 and no strikes. Burdett's next ball, evidently he was taking, as he dropped his left hand down around the trademark of the bat and watched that pitch go by. Ball 2, strike 1. Nobody on base, nobody out. Last half of the second inning. Here's a swing and a miss, and it's even up at 2-2. October the 10th, the last game of the baseball season. And what a big game. The winner will be the world champion. Ball 2, strike 2. Outfield playing around to the right. Burdett delivers, and there's a swing and a hard stab by Eddie Matthews. There's a throw to first base. He is out. Good play. Backhanded pickup by Eddie Matthews in the hot corner. There is a youngster who has developed into one of the outstanding defensive third basemen in baseball. 1 man is out. Nobody on base. The batter, second baseman Jerry Coleman, batting at .333 with 6 hits and 18 times at bat. He has 2 doubles and 2 runs batted in. He asked umpire Bill McKinley to look over the baseball, which he did, and he tossed that ball out of the game. The Yankee players have not accused Burdett of throwing a spitter in the series. He has been accused many times by National League managers and by National League hitters. Jerry Coleman, the right-handed batter, takes just outside, ball 1. The outfield is playing Coleman a little bit towards left, with the infield just a shade towards left also. No score in the second. Coleman, a right-handed batter. The pitch on the way, and it's a strike called over the height of the plate. Evens it up at ball 1 and strike 1. Now Coleman steps out of the batter's box. And strike 1. On Jerry Coleman, he's waiting. The pitch swung on. There's a ground ball down the third base line. Fair ball picked up by Matthews. A low throw. Scooped up beautifully by Frank Corey, and what a play. Frank Corey dug a low throw out of the dirt. But the really pretty play on that was that he had to backhand the ball. And he had to almost go to that runner for it. And it's 2 outs. 2 sparkling defensive plays by the Braves here in the second. Lou Burdett really ducked out of the way of Matthews. He fell right down to the ground as Eddie came up with that ball. A left-handed batter, Joe Collins, takes a strike on the outside corner. Strike 1 count. Joe Collins, who has been up 3 times in this series with no hits. But he is a dangerous long ball threat. Left-handed batter with a very pronounced closed stance. Looks at a ball inside. It's even up at 1-1. strike one. 2 outs, nobody on base, no score in the second. Lou Burdette coming back after 2 days rest. But Lou said he didn't throw too many pitches last Monday in the 80s in beating the Yankees 1-0. A 1-1 pitch. And it's low outside of the Yankee first baseman, ball 2. Collins up in the batter's box. Burdette reminded a lot of the sports writers who were asking him about the 2 days rest that he was used very frequently in relief in 1953. As a matter of fact, he was out on that bullpen, and in one stretch of that 1953 season, he was in and out of there quite a few times during the span of about 10 ball games. Here's a swing and a roller foul. Ball 2, strike 2. Man leaning over the railing down here almost upended himself trying to get that baseball, and I think he reached it. That would have been an awful position to get stuck in, because I don't think he would have enjoyed the rest of the ball game with the vantage spot. Ball 2, strike 2 on Joe Collins. 2 outs. Burdette's ready, and the pitch is swung on, a high foul. Off to the left, up into the crowd, and it's still 2-2. Ball 2, strike 2. Burdette reaching now for the rising sack. He is continually moving on the mound. The 2-2 pitch. A swing at a miss, and Collins strikes out. The Yankees are 3 up and 3 down. Strikeout number 1 for Burdette. Nothing across the board in the second. And the score at the end of 2 innings of play, the Yankees nothing.